awesome. Every day, all day. This is how. This is 97.9, the BOX.
On. Oh my gosh, yay! What's up?
Hey, girl.
How are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm good. I'm so excited too for this interview. But first of all, I have to say congratulations to you on everything, on your medal, on being the 4th fastest woman in U.S. history in your event, right?
Yes.
And so today I saw you had a big day at Kincaid. You went to Kincaid?
I did.
So what did they do today over there for you?
Oh my gosh, they had cheerleaders, and the kids, the babies was holding signs, and just, so many. It was so overwhelming. It was so exciting though. It was really exciting. And then I talked with the headmaster there, and spoke and dropped in on classes. It was just so amazing.
So you were there all day?
Yes, from morning to evening. And I was having so much fun, and time was just flying by.
So they decided to dedicate today to you. Today is Raevyn Rogers Day.
Not officially. It was Raevyn Rogers Day for Kincaid. But it's coming soon. I'm going to let you know when the official Raevyn Rogers Day is.
Definitely. Okay, so the Raven's Nest, everybody tap in right now. That's the fan group, right? Raven's Nest, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so tell us all about how so you're from Oregon but you moved to Houston?
No, I'm from Houston.
You're from Houston?
Yeah, I went to school at Oregon, and then now I'm running professionally under a coach in Oregon.
Wow. So how did you when did you first know that you wanted to run track?
I mean, the thing is, when I was younger, I was trying all sports, and one of my sports seasons was over, and so I just started kind of trying other stuff. So I just got into track. And
what grade was it?
I was 5. I was really young when I started.
So were you
I was a little baby running around.
So were you in I don't know, do they have AAU for track?
Yeah, they have AAU, but my team was USA TF at the time. But it's summer track. Yeah.
So you've been doing it for a long time. So who are some of your favorite runners? Did you have anybody that influenced you or that you looked up to when you first started?
I loved Allyson. I loved Allyson, and I loved Sonya. Just watching pin relays, because I grew up on pin relays. Yeah. So watching Sonya just do her thing and really kind of be just great, as well as Allyson, they were super inspiring for me.
Who would you say, in your opinion, is the GOAT to you?
The GOAT?
Yes. I know this is a big question. It's a hard question. Top 3 for you.
Top 3? Mm-hmm. Men or women? Are you talking about just track?
Yeah, just track. Let's do track first.
Oh, okay. The GOAT. Of course, Allyson. We know Allyson's a GOAT, especially by numbers and by longevity. Her career, her resume is amazing, incredible. Allyson, I feel like Michelle Carter. She's a shot putter. She is somebody that my sister admires. And I've gotten to know her away from the track. And so just seeing how incredible she is and how she just paved the way for so many people like my sister in the shot put.
Yes.
Amazing. And then 3, man, I'm really trying to think. Because there's so many great athletes.
I know. Okay, this person doesn't have to be from track. This one could be any sport.
Oh, Serena, come on. Oh, you know the GOAT, the GOAT.
As soon as I say, that's who I think of for sure.
The GOAT, yes.
Okay, so I used to run track. We're not even going to talk about that, but I do. So I know about the different races out in the time. So what's your PR for the 400?
I think it's 52 something.
And what about 8?
I recently ran my PR.
At the Olympics, right?
Yeah, it's 156.
Oh my. Okay, so first of all, this is my first question. How did it feel to win, when you were done, all the training, all the hard work you put in? What was your first thought as soon as you crossed the finish line?
Girl, I was trying to see if I got third, because I made a move so last minute. So when I looked up, I was like, ugh. But then, you know, once I saw I got third, I was really happy. I was really excited. I mean, in moments like that where there's just so much adrenaline, because like when you're in a situation with like a final, it's a lot of adrenaline that goes into it. And so just being in that position where like there's so many thoughts going on and the adrenaline is like kicking, it was really exciting.
Okay, so the kicker, that where did the kicker come from, Raven? Like you just started at the end. You just
I know.
is that something that you practice, or is it like it was just your adrenaline? Like I gotta go. This is it.
So it's something I've done since I was younger.
Mm.
I mean, when I was like younger, when I was younger, I've run a lot of 800s, and so when I was younger, that was my thing to kind of like pull away at the 200.
Mhm.
But
Where do you
now,
get gas from, though?
I honestly, I really think it's a God-given gift. Honestly, like I feel like it's a gift, and I've done it before at World Championships in 2019, but to do it on the Olympic stage, I feel like it was just a way of me sharing my gift to everybody else.
Absolutely, and it was amazing. And what was the homecoming like when you come back to H-Town? I saw your family, their reaction and stuff when you won, but what's it like when you found
Yes.
everybody here?
I just got back actually, and
For
yeah, like Monday.
So you stayed?
Huh?
You stayed after?
Uh, I know. So I went home to Portland after Olympics, and then
Live in Oregon. I see. Okay.
yeah, I had another track meet that I had to do Prefontaine, and
Oh,
so I did Prefontaine, and then I just came to Houston.
oh my gosh! So this is your first time seeing like everybody back?
Yes, girl. Yes, I know. I'm like,
Oh,
KK set the bar high.
they did. So do you have other things like other places that you're gonna be around Houston coming up soon?
Yes, I am.
Can,
I have some stuff cooking up this weekend, so I'm excited about that.
can you tell us, or a secret?
I'll DM you.
Okay, let me know. Let me know. Also, were you? I mean, you've been doing track, you've been running and stuff for so long. Were you nervous anymore, like for the Olympics than any other race, or did you just take it for what it is? It's the same track, it's the same distance. Let me just do my thing. It don't matter.
It's a little bit of both. I mean, I was like, I'm gonna do my thing, but at the same time, I feel like not having the fans there really kind of like affected the whole pressure that you feel of the Olympics. Like when you're at the Olympics, it's packed out. Like it's the finals are packed out from what I've seen on TV, and so to kind of be there and there wasn't fans, and it's still this very kind of like very really secure and closed in environment.
Mm-hmm.
It was just one of those things where I was like, the fans that are here, you try to get that energy.
Yeah.
And of course the support from everybody DMing and leaving comments. But at the end of the day, it's just about you doing what you're supposed to do.
So, were you allowed to have any of your family there, or nobody?
Girl, no. They were
Not.
extreme, not one person, not even somebody could sneak in. That's how tight it was. Honestly, it was, you had to have this ID to get on the buses, to get out the village, into the village. It was super secure.
So your trainer was like the closest person to you that went with.
Girl, they didn't even stay in the village. They stayed at a hotel. And they had to walk. My coaches had to walk like I think he said either 2 miles or 2 miles to the track every day.
Well, he a trainer, so he all right. But still,
Right, I know. But yeah, some of the coaches were like they weren't in the village. Most of them.
we got to talk a little bit about the village. How is the village? Because I didn't heard the village is turned up, but everybody said the village. Okay, was the bed thing? Was that a real thing? The cardboard beds, was that?
Yeah,
fake?
it was. Girl,
It was.
it was like it was like a cardboard platform bed, like not platform bed because it had a little cardboard headboard.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about Tokyo is that they are not wasteful. Like they are very they I feel like they're very intentional when it comes to like recycling. Like when you throw away your food at the dining hall, they have plastics, food, thing to pour your liquids in, thing to pour extra food in. They're not wasteful,
They were
And
honest.
so even like there was stuff in the architecture in the village, and I look down and I'm like, wow, like these are corks, like these are little wooden chips, and just stuff that's just so, they're so creative with how they are, because they're so far ahead. They're trying to like save the planet.
Right.
You know, they're trying to really,
Yeah.
really stay on it. And so, girl, the cardboard beds were real.
Was it
I
called?
brought a mattress pad. I did. It helped all the way until like day, probably with maybe like five days left of me being there. I was like, all right, now my back getting tight. Like, but it was a real thing.
So do you get any time to like explore while you're there, like outside, like do stuff in Tokyo or
No,
no?
no. We had to stay. We had village training, and then outside of training, you could go. Team USA had like a sports complex you could go to,
Mm.
and that's it. Just those three.
That's for the every day. Those are your
Yeah,
options.
those are your options. Yeah, slim pickings.
Wow. Okay, so do you have any like pre-race rituals that you do? Besides
Um,
like
There is rituals. I just try to like kind of stay kind of calm. I mean, I try to do everything to kind of just remain as relaxed as possible. Whether that's a face mask,
yeah.
whether that's putting on a robe, you
Yeah.
know, whatever it is for me to get in that mentality just to relax and not overthink about races. Because I feel like that's exhausting too. Like,
Mhm.
to think about races and everything before the race and really stress over it, that's kind of exhausting. So I try to stay as relaxed as possible, even if I gotta take like a bubble bath or something. Like, whatever
Ooh.
it takes, whatever it takes.
Whatever. Do you have a like a playlist that you any songs like a workout playlist or right before?
A playlist? I don't really have a
Right before
playlist. Huh?
you don't listen to no music right before you run?
I do, but I don't really have a playlist. I really need to take up like my friends' offer. You know, your friends be making playlists. They like, let me see my playlist. I need to
Yeah.
really get into it. But I mean, I listen to like some little Beyonce,
Yes.
occasional Future, occasional Drake,
Do you remember
occasional Meg, you know.
like to get pumped up, the H Town Hottie? Do you remember what you
Yeah.
listened to the day of the Olympics, like right before your race?
Say it
Any
again.
Do you remember any song or anything in particular that you listened to that day right before your race?
I like Move Forever by
Hey,
Beyonce.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
it's a vibe. It's a vibe. I like that one.
Definitely. Okay, so also, let's see. So when are you currently like still training right now?
No good. I'm on breaky break. I
What?
am big break.
For how long?
I'm not sure yet. My coach is we're still figuring it out. I mean, I'm sure he has a time span in mind. And so I'm just kind of figuring out as I go. But I've been enjoying these days of not doing anything.
That's good. I feel you got to take some time to like soak it all in, enjoy everything, and
Yeah.
like you don't need to. Do you already have? Do you know when your next race is?
Child, sometime in 2022.
Okay, bet. So you good for the next 3 months? You chilling?
Yeah,
We
we
only
good. We are straight. I might do like a I don't know, maybe like a one of those little holiday like 5Ks or something,
oh
that they
yeah.
do in Houston, like a road race. I might do one of those or something just for fun,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing official.
Do you work out here while you're in Houston? Like, do you have a trainer or do you just do your own thing?
I do my own thing. Yeah, I do my own thing. But my mom is over one of the sports complexes. So if I have like training, sometimes I'll just use the track there. But I mean, most of the time, I'm always doing my own thing, finding a track or a trail or something when I do train.
So you. Okay, this is my last question. Super random. Do you have any special or particular like diet? Oh my gosh, somebody just asked that too. Yeah,
A
is your
diet?
they said,
Um,
but I want to know about when it's in season time.
in season, I've actually been working with my nutritionist a lot this year, and so of course hydrating a lot, of course,
Yeah,
because I'm a coffee drinker. So of course, hydrating is important. I love
you
coffee
gonna have your coffee every morning.
most of the mornings. Yeah.
What's your order? What's your order?
Well, I like mochas with no whip and no foam.
Okay, get straight to
Right. I'm over here being specific.
yes.
But diet wise, I
You're
mean,
not that.
I don't eat a lot of beef or pork, and it's not just because of running. It's just being at Oregon, especially going to the school for 4 years.
Mhm.
A lot of people are vegan, And
Yeah.
so fast food and stuff like that is not as accessible as it is here. And so I've kind of just like waned off of burgers, waned off of like pork, just over 4 years. And so, I come home and I don't eat as crazy, but I don't really eat beef or pork as much. But I just started back eating beef so that I can like get more iron
Oh
because
yeah.
but that's about it. But I mean, when I'm in season, I've been trying the little kale salads from sugar. Sorry, I've been
Okay.
trying the little
Kale salad is like the
girl. The kale salads, they're not the friendliest. I'll tell you that. They're not.
like I be ordering kale and I just be full of regret. Like, why did I ever get this? I don't understand.
It's like eating coloring paper. I mean,
Coloring paper, I'm dead. What's your guilty pleasure food when you're back home in Houston?
oh girl, I be going to Papados. I be
Oh yeah.
eating crab fingers, and what makes me mad is that recently they've been cutting because they haven't had it.
They haven't had it?
No. I'm gonna give them one more chance. One more chance to get it
Oh,
right. They
this is
have
the
not
last
had
straw,
crab
y'all.
fingers. Right. Pop those if you hearing it. Y'all better have them crab fingers when I
Have
pull
it
up.
for Raven and the whole Raven's Nest. Look, thank you, Raven, so much too for taking the time out and doing this interview and stuff. Look, we closed right now because COVID, so we can't have no guests up here. But when we open back up, then I would love to invite you to the radio station and stuff, and we can do something again. But just thank you so much for taking the time and congratulations.
Right.
And when you have your next race and stuff, let us know and we'll be supporting you. Raven's Nest, we got your back.
Thank you, girlie.
You're welcome. Bye. Have a good one.
Bye. Have a good one.
Yay.